Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another week of doing Magic Reviews. Just did 7 days in a row of Magic Reviews, and the week before that, also 7 days in a row. No stops, no breaks, no breaks. Normally, do card reviews on the weekends, decks of cards. Haven't had any new decks to look at. So instead of just having an empty space or a day off, right? Why would I take a day off? I love you guys. I'm here for you. I just kept going with Magic Reviews. I'm even currently on vacation right now. I am traveling across the country, and my wife and I are heading up to see just a bunch of historical sites, right? And passing through some of these great states. And again, delivering every single day, doing a Magic Review. They never stop. They never stop, even when I'm on vacation. I'm going to see Mount Rushmore. That's where I'm going. Heading up to see Mount Rushmore and then coming back. So today, we're going to look at Pin from Flat Base and TCC Magic. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but TCC is killing it lately. They're killing it. They're constantly sending me new stuff to look at. They are just a powerhouse. And in fact, this one's kind of interesting because I got this in the mail and I was like, okay, it's another TCC release, fully expecting a short tutorial. Not a short tutorial, an hour long. This is an hour-long tutorial, and it's kind of needed, okay? So what Pin is it's the old, spring the cards to the table, magician reaches in and grabs the selection. So it's a grab, right? And TCC is going to give you 3 different methods to do the same trick. So it's one trick, okay? One trick, and it'll look the same to the spectator. Whether you do the easy one, the intermediate one, or the advanced one, it'll look exactly the same. Routine looks exactly the same. The methodology is different. And they say it's easy, medium, and hard, but that's really going to depend on you, right? That's really going to depend on you, your style, your preference, and what you like. Good news is they give you gimmicks and gaffs to do all 3, okay? And then you get to choose. So that is pretty cool. And the premise is exactly what I said. A card is selected, obviously controlled, right? You need to know how to force a card and control it. I'll just say that right off the top. It doesn't eliminate that. So this is not an easy trick, okay? This is still a trick that needs practice. This is not a self-working trick. You need to have a card forced, controlled. You're then going to spring the cards from one hand to the table. You need a table, okay? So you're seated. You're springing it down to the table. You're going to reach in either with your hand or with the tiny clothespin that they provide, and you're going to snatch one card out of the waterfall. You're going to show it, and it's going to be their card. Most of the time, most of these tricks, I would say it's not signed, okay? Just as a piece of 411. But let me show you what you get for your 30 bucks. I haven't seen very many white boxes from TCC, so that's interesting. So it just says Pin, designed by Flat Base. That's the name of the magician, okay? That's the artist name. First, let's look at the clothespin. So this is the size, okay? And it's a real functioning clothespin, but at the same time, it is a gimmick, okay? It has been gaffed in an unseen way. So this can be inspected all day long, and your spectator will never know how it's gaffed. In addition, you will get a set of cards, okay? And these are the cards you will use to do both the beginning, intermediate, and advanced tricks. So they are all gimmicked. So you're getting a shim, you are getting a bank of force cards, and you are getting some short cards. And let me just point out something that getting a shim card, a nicely made red bicycle shim card is a really good deal because they are hard to find. I think I've had 2 come across my desk and I've kept 1. And I think in my collection I only have 1. I have 1 shim card and that's it. They don't get released that often because of how difficult they are to make. And I think getting a shim card plus the gimmicked clothespin for the $30, that's a good price right there. Shim cards are usually not cheap. So, is it what I expect? I didn't know what to expect this time because this is a standard trick. I've seen magicians do this without a gimmick, right? There's other releases that do this exact same effect, and magicians all come up with their own plots for it. And I didn't know this would be 3 different methods. I figured it was just 1, right? And a lot of TCC tricks are pretty easy. So I think I was expecting 1 method and easy, but you're getting 3 methods and it's intermediate level, okay? Everything's well made. Bicycle cards, well made clothespin. Like I said, it can be inspected. The video is 1 hour and 7 minutes. It is dubbed. It's a table view. You don't ever see the magician's face. And it's marked at the bottom so that you can see kind of which section you're in. They'll talk about what you get and how to handle the gimmick. They'll walk you through the first method, which is the easy method. That is the one with the shim. They'll do the medium method, which is the forcing bank, and the hard method with the short cards. They'll teach you how to dribble cards, just in case you don't know how to do that effectively. And there's a tutorial section if you would like to learn how to make more short cards. Pocket space, like I was saying, this is a trick you're going to do seated. Okay, so it's not a walk-around trick, it's a parlor trick-ish, parlor table trick, right? And as far as angles go, there aren't any angles because you really are doing this. You really are doing the trick, okay? There's really no shortcuts here. So tables, usually you have people all around you. You can. Inspectability, I would say no. I'd just say no for everything. I mean, if they want to hold the clothespin, they can, but it's so small, I would just be afraid that they would spring it and it would shoot out across the ground. Like, I'm not going to hand any of these things out. I'm not going to hand the deck out. It's just, to me, it's just not that. Difficulty level, we've been saying all the way through this, it's intermediate level. You should know how to force a card. You should know how to control a card. It's not self-working. They will teach you a very simple force, the most basic force of all, right? But they all require practice, all of them. And start with whichever one floats your boat, right? You don't have to start with the easy one. If you watch that and you're like, I don't know, go on to the next one. Find the one that you think fits for you and your style, and that should be the one you learn, okay? Don't take their word for it that it's easy, intermediate, or difficult. Watch how they're done, and then you decide, oh, you know what? That actually fits me more. That actually fits me better, or my skill level, or yeah, I think I could do that. As far as reset goes, though, it's instantaneous. It's there's really no moving parts in this, and nothing should break, you know. Take care of your clothespin. That's why I would say I wouldn't hand the clothespin out. I just wouldn't want anything to happen to it, you know. It can't be replaced, so yeah, I'm not handing that out. Positives, though, it's 1 strong trick, 3 methods. If you've always wanted to know how to do this trick, if you've always wanted to learn how to do this trick, it's great because you got 1 price point and you'll learn 3 different ways to do it. You know, if you learn this anywhere else, you would only get 1 method. And not only are you getting the method, but you get all the stuff included. So that's nice. Negatives, I would just say that, you know, between the methods, they all look the same, right? They're all identical. It's not like you're learning 3 different tricks. And I would also say that pin from flat base is not necessarily any more difficult or less difficult than any other card grab. So if you already know how to do this trick, you don't need this. It doesn't make it any easier or more difficult because, like I said, you're still doing what you're doing. So I would just say this is probably going to appeal to people that have never done it and don't have one in their rotation, or they learned one and they didn't like it. You learned it, you bought it, you're like, I don't perform it. Here, you're going to get 3 methods in case you want to give this another try. So big, huge thanks to TCC Magic for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, and one more thing, I want to jump on here really quick and give you a bonus review. That's right, I want to give you a bonus review. So you're getting 2 reviews today. This is the sticky mat from TCC Magic. What is a sticky mat? Well, the sticky mat is a portable, foldable close-up mat that you can take anywhere you want to go. And this has a really cool feature. The stickiness allows it to not only stick to the surface that you place it on, but it'll stick to itself. So you could actually wrap this up and drop items inside of it and use this as a little to-go pocket. What else can I tell you? It has a dual-sided, self-adhesive design. The mat's gonna fold quickly and easily. Both surfaces are made of these really cool interlocking polyester fibers, and it's laminated with a 2mm sponge core. It uses advanced composite technology. Come on, who can say that about their close-up mat? There's a nice little TCC logo over here in the corner. It's durable, it's dirt resistant, and best of all, it's washable. It's the ideal companion for the close-up magician on the go, and it's only 15 bucks. So if you're already heading down to TCC Magic to pick something up, you might as well add one of their sticky mats in your cart as well. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.